You guys are watching Doing Math. In this video, we're going to graph using slope-intercept form. First off, there are 3 steps for graphing in slope-intercept form. Step 1 says to solve the equation for y. In other words, we want to get it into y equals mx plus b form, which is our slope-intercept form. Step 2, plot the b on the y-axis. Step 3, rise over run from the b. Those are the 3 steps that we're going to be working with. I'm going to write our first equation down. First equation is minus 3x plus y equals negative 5. Remember, step 1 was solve the equation for y. So I want to get y by itself on one side of the equal sign when solving for y. I can first do this by, I can see I have a 3x here. I need to get the 3x to the other side of the equal sign. So I have a minus 3x, so I want to add 3x to both sides to undo that minus 3x. Minus 3x plus 3x, that cancels out, and we're left with a y equals 3x minus 5. The reason why I wrote the 3x there is because I want it to be in that form with the x on the left of the number, or in other words, the b. To graph this using y equals mx plus b form, draw my x and y axis, just like that. Now step 2 says plot the b on the y-axis. If I look here, my b is minus 5. So I can just plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a minus 5 right there on the y-axis. Now I need to do a rise over run from the b, or the y-intercept. My slope here is 3, if I can see m and 3. So my rise over run, I can write 3 over 1 as my rise over run. I can rise up or down, and run is left or right. In this case, I have a positive 3, so I want to rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and run 1, 1. So I put a point right there. Again, I just, from the B, rose 3, 1, 2, 3, run 1 over 1. Now that I have my 2 points, I can go ahead and draw a straight line. And there you have it. That's the graph of y equals 3x minus 5. Now we're going to go over another one, another equation. And that equation this time is going to be 4x minus 3y equals 12. Again, I want to isolate the y value, solve the equation for y. I don't want this 4x on this side, so I need to move the 4x to the other side. Since this is a positive 4x, I need to undo that positive 4x, and I undo that with subtraction. So I need to subtract 4x from both sides. Those guys cancel out. I'm left with a negative 3y on this side of the equal sign. And I'm going to write this in this order. Minus 4x, and that's a positive 12, so I write down a positive 12. I can't combine those because they're not like terms. I'm still solving for y now. Minus 3y, I want to undo that minus 3 that is attached to that y. They're attached with multiplication, so I undo it with division. And I have to divide each term into the equation. The minus 3's cancel out, so I'm left with y equals negative over a negative gives me a positive, so a positive 4 over 3. Attach the x to it, just bring that down. Plus 12 divided by negative 3 gives me a negative 4. Now that I have this, I can graph this. Again, draw my x and y line. X, y. My b here is a minus 4, so I can just move down 4. Put a dot there. That is my y-intercept. This time I have a positive 4 over a positive 3. So I run, or rise 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and run positive 3, 1, 2, 3. Plot that point. I draw a straighter line than that, but we draw ourselves a nice straight line.